Hey teams, Lauren here with BIZROK. In this week's video, I want to have a conversation with you about out-of-network insurance. So, I always get this question, even during role play and when I do trainings. Team members are like, okay, how do we overcome out-of-network insurance, Lauren? Like, that's the worst question. I feel like half of them we get and half of them we don't. And I start to verbal vomit all over the patient and I don't know what to say. I know that they're going to have an amazing experience. I know that we're awesome. And I know that we have patients who are out-of-network who choose to come to us because of the type of experience and the quality of care that they get. But how do I convert that and, translate that to a new patient? So a few different things. So if you've ever had training with me, or maybe you've seen it in other BIZROK videos, we're really, really big on building authority. So first of all, I want you to learn how to build authority. So we've got to perfect that, but also we've got to educate the patient on why we are so awesome. So typically this is what happens. So a patient calls in and says, hey, are you out of network with Delta Dental? We say no, and the patient says, okay, thanks, bye. So, it's a short and quick conversation, and we didn't have the opportunity to truly shine and to tell the patient why we're different. And so I always break this down for team members and say, think about a hotel experience. If I were to tell you Hotel A cost $120 a night or Hotel B cost $300 a night, which one are you going to go for? Obviously Hotel A. You're like, wait a second, Lauren, $120 versus $300. Like, I'll take the first option. It's not until I actually create some sort of differentiation and create value for Hotel B that you say, okay, there might be something different about these other hotels. So if I said, well, hey, Hotel A is a 3-star hotel with no amenities and no accommodations for food or even breakfast locally. So that's Hotel A. If I said, well, Hotel B, even though it's $300 a night, there's 4 5-star restaurants locally. The team, the maids and the cleaning folks, they'll actually hand wash and iron and press all of your clothing whenever you arrive so that you have freshly pressed clothing. We know that typically our guests like to travel, and so sometimes their clothes become wrinkled through travel or on the airfare. So we will hand press and we will iron all of your clothes before you start your day. Also included is we've got a pool, we've got Wi-Fi, we've got a complimentary breakfast in the morning. All of your TV and movie shows are included. And then, oh yeah, we have a cocktail hour every single night. Okay, it sounds like a better experience than the first option, right? So we have to create that value. We have to differentiate ourselves in a couple of short seconds to that new patient that's calling in, kind of shopping around looking for a new dental office. So patient calls and says, hey, are you in network with Delta Dental? Let's assume that we're not. We can say we are actually considered out of network with Delta Dental. Important question, so please hit pause and jot down this question. The next best question that you should absolutely ask your patient is, do you know the difference between in and out of network insurance benefits? Most patients don't know what that means. Even some who say that they do understand don't actually understand, especially when it comes to dental insurance. Dental and medical is very different. Medical insurance, if you go out of network, you could be charged astronomical fees, and it could be very, very drastically different versus if you look at dental offices, whenever we say out of network, it might be a small copay. So are you in network with Delta Dental? We're considered out of network with Delta Dental. However, do you know the difference between in and out of network insurance benefits? Again, most patients here are going to say, no, I don't know. Now it's our job to educate the patient. Here's what I want you to say. First, and most importantly, you can absolutely come to our office. In fact, about 45% of our patients choose to come to our office even though they're out of network. So whatever those statistics are for you, share it. Let that patient know, create liking in their community. It's okay to say, other patients choose to come here that are just like you, and then take it a step further, create value, just like the hotel experience. You might say, we're considered out of network with Delta Dental, but about 45% of our patients have Delta Dental and choose to come to our office because of the incredible experience and quality care. Now, if you have a patient who's still continuing to ask questions, educate them a little more. You might want to say, well, we know that our patients don't like surprise bills, so before you ever come into our practice, we'll do a complimentary insurance verification for you, so we know exactly what your in and out of network insurance benefits look like. educate them, build that rapport, let them know that you're different, let them know that you're going to go above and beyond and do something unique for them, like a complimentary insurance verification before they ever come in. Now, part 2 of that is actually go and do the verification before the patient comes in. And then I would even let patients know if there's any red flags with your insurance or if there's anything out of the ordinary, we'll absolutely let you know. Most patients tend to be okay with that. But again, it's our job to educate the patient, to take the stressor off of them. And the stress comes whenever there's an unknown and they don't know how much their out of pocket's going to be, or they don't want to be hit with a surprise bill. I mean, goodness, guys, how many of you want to be hit with a surprise bill? No? Nobody? Of course not. None of us want to have a surprise bill where your patient doesn't either. So we need to take that stress off of them and just say, here's some things that we're going to do for you. If you have a patient that continues to ask some questions, another great piece of education that you can provide for them is, again, go back, build authority for your doctor in your practice and let them know. Say, I'll tell you that we used to be a network with several insurance companies, but after several years, we decided to move out of network because we're not going to be limited on the type of quality care and safety that our practice provides all of our patients. Honestly, we do it for you. We do it to take care of our patients and to better serve them. Then you can also educate them about your in-house membership plan, which if you don't have one, please reach out to us. You should absolutely have an in-house membership plan for your patients, but give them some solutions. Guys, remember, people don't know what in and out of network insurance benefits means. So we need to say, you can absolutely still come here. We need to create value. We've got to tell that patient, here's why we're different. Here's why patients come to us. There's patients just like you. So, I know I had a lot of information for you today. So here's what I'm going to do. If you've gotten this in a weekly video, you should have also included a script, which I'm not a huge fan of scripts, but when it comes to in and out of network insurance benefits, sometimes it's a touchy subject and it's really tough to overcome. So go back to the email that we sent out to you with this video, and there's also a PDF that has a sample script for you to kind of practice and work your way through. And then there's a cheat sheet on there too, just to make sure that you're hitting all of the important points with your patients. So as always, guys, if you have questions, if you need some guidance, or one of my favorite things to do, role play. If you're like, Lauren, I'd love to jump on a call and just role play this with you. I want to make sure that I feel comfortable and confident. Reach out to us, send us an email. I'd love to set that up for you and make sure that you always provide your patients with an exceptional experience.